This is the look of a woman who just decided to organize her kitchen. This woman had very little knowledge of what she was getting into. She had high hopes, big dreams. The world was her oyster. She had no idea she would spend the next 2 weeks of her life cleaning and organizing the kitchen based on that one idea. Hi, I'm Allie and welcome to my channel. I'm very excited for you to check out my kitchen organization video. This video started 4 days after being home with my sick son. He had a stomach bug that kept us basically on the couch for 4 days until he started feeling better. So piles had started to grow all over the kitchen, and what I thought could be completed in one afternoon ended up taking quite a bit longer, as you'll see, which is how this video has been called the Groundhog Day of Kitchen Cleaning. That's right, if you're familiar with Bill Murray's Groundhog Day, you know he lives the same day over and over again, and that's exactly how my life felt while I worked on this kitchen. So on day one, I did get my countertop cleared off, the main countertop, which felt great. I decided the first thing to start with was the fridge. Since we'd been 4 days living on leftovers, I really didn't even remember what was in there, and I knew a grocery trip was due for me. Before I go grocery shopping, I always try to make sure I clean out the fridge. So one, I don't double buy things, and two, I can throw away everything. So when I get home, everything can go straight into the fridge. So I got rid of quite a bit of leftovers that had gone bad, some fruits and veggies that we didn't get to in time. And then I like to take out all of my storage containers and kind of keep everything categorized, like a sandwich bin and a condiment bin. And it just makes it easier for me to get everything in and out of the fridge. Every 3 months or so, I like to check expiration dates on all of my condiments, and then I get rid of whatever might have gone bad. We are a condiment loving family, so we always have quite a bit of it. And that leads us right into Groundhog Day 2. So this is the second day of my cleanup. We had pizza the night before, which got left on the counter because that just seemed like a logical thing to do at bedtime, is to just deal with it in the morning. So my day started, like most of my days, with a load of dishes. And then I started on a corner. I thought, once that's clean, it'll stay clean. How naive I was. Anyway, I did work on getting some things clean, and as I was cleaning this side of the kitchen, I decided, wow, you know, I really want a lot of this stuff to not be on the counter, which spurred even more organizing and not organizing, but moving everything to different areas of the kitchen. Because what fun would just be organizing without not remembering where you put everything for the next month. And then my morning also always starts with some breakfast. So me and my son had breakfast, and then I actually had some work time. So my son was playing with Play-Doh, and I was working on taking some business calls, as well as just doing some paperwork. And then we had a little Play-Doh break. He has a Play-Doh candy machine, so he was letting me sample some of his candy. Then we had some lunch. And those of you that are parents will completely understand why this kitchen took so long. It's because in addition to cleaning and organizing the kitchen every day, people live in this house and kitchen every day, and I need to feed those people. So a mess gets cleaned up and a mess gets made simultaneously. So after our morning, I did decide to work on the Tupperware cabinet. Now, as a former Tupperware representative, I have a lot of Tupperware, and I have been whittling it down, getting rid of items I know we no longer need and we won't need as my son gets older. And my whole goal is to be able to open a cabinet, put away a product that can go right in its home, and then not have a mess every time I open a cabinet. So a lot of my Tupperware is getting taken out of the cabinets completely and actually going to be put into a garage sale this summer because we just no longer need it. Groundhog Day 3. We're here. Of course, a sink full of dishes. It just feels like that sink is never empty. Ever. And what mom would I be if I didn't let my son have marshmallows before breakfast? Then coffee and the first load of laundry, getting all of my kitchen towels washed. Now this day, my son and I actually decided to bake some big cookie cakes.
Like, take a bite, a little piece.
Yeah, take some of your gingerbread man. No, leave the heart.
So it's a gingerbread man and a gingerbread man and a heart
That wasn't
cookie.
good listening.
They turned out super good. And they were super fun to make, and as you can see, my little guy really enjoyed snacking on both of them. We were going to give the heart to a family member, and then Owen decided, no, we should keep it. Then I decided this drawer, which had our tin foil and saran wrap and oven mitts, needed to turn into a utensil drawer because I wanted the utensil crocks that were on top of the cabinet. I wanted them gone. I really want as little on the counter as possible. But I did pull out some Valentine's decorations to find a place for in the mess. They did go out before Valentine's, and it was really fun to have some decorations out as we celebrated Valentine's. And then that counter got loaded with a bunch of stuff again. And then we moved on to our 3 main drawers. So right now these drawers were hand towels and dishcloths, gadgets, and our silverware. Our silverware drawer is remaining a silverware drawer. I moved the gadgets over and I moved towels under the sink, and then that saran wrap, tin foil, and our vacuum machine, the food vacuum machine, all got moved into the center drawer. And then we had a play break where I chased my son around with the hand vac for about 10 minutes. And if you listen to his giggle, we had so much fun. I could listen to that giggle all day long. But I did have to get back to work. But parents, you understand, it's these everyday little breaks that makes these projects take even longer, but you have to take the breaks. So it's just what used to take me one afternoon now takes me 2 weeks, and that's just how life is now. So I purged down quite a few utensils and gadgets, and they all, right now we're gonna be going into another closet, which you'll see a little bit later, and I'll be seeing if I need them before my garage sale. So day 4 has started, and you've guessed it, dishes. And laundry. Look at me double multitasking on that day. So I put in my first load of laundry. Gave one of my cats some little ear scratches and had some coffee. And when I was having that coffee, I decided, wow, the mug cabinet really should get cleaned out. So I cleaned out that cabinet. Now each shelf in there has a Lazy Susan, which I love because it lets me reach everything. And one of the Lazy Susans has all of our sharp knives and any kind of chopper. so that they are in no way can be reached by my 3-year-old. That evening, I decided the food cabinet needed to be gone through because we had quite a bit of food that just we aren't eating and we haven't touched in a while, so we got rid of it. So we have room for something else, some other kind of snack that we actually enjoy. And the next day, of course, dishes. And as I was getting the dishes started, I realized under the sink should get cleaned out. So we moved on over to this area. There's no method to my cleaning madness. It literally was whatever cabinet inspired me that morning is the one I worked on. And this day fell on a day I do my general cleaning around the house. So cleaning bathrooms, washing all the floors, vacuuming everything. And while I was doing that, I thought of a great place to put my temporary office. You can view my office cleaning video here, but I find that I get calls at random times from people from work that need to know information. So I have a temporary office in a box. It has all my important files, so I can basically work wherever I need to in the house. And it tends to be on the kitchen table and it makes a mess and I don't like it. So I decided that my linen closet would be a great space to store that bin so I have access to it, but it's out of sight. So everything got moved into that linen closet. And some of the linens got moved downstairs and some just got folded beautifully. Some people fold fitted sheets like a professional. I'm not one of them. So they just got thrown in that bottom shelf. And then I was just clearing everything off the floor so I could both vacuum and then mop it. And I saw a good opportunity to narrow down some of the cleaning bottles we had under the sink. Some of them weren't labeled, so they got tossed because I really wasn't sure what was even in them. Though I'm pretty sure it was just vinegar and water. I didn't want to risk it, in mixing chemicals. And then of course I had a load of dishes to do, so I got those in. And that evening I decided to work on our junk drawers. Now we each have a junk drawer. They're both of ours, but each of us kind of has one that we claim as our own, and this one is mine. This one was completely organized earlier this summer, but my husband came in one day and said, "Oh no, our son is locked in the car." So we ripped the drawer apart trying to find the spare key, and it turned out my son was not locked in the car, just the door he was by was locked, and there was no emergency and he was well, but my nice clean drawer that I had cleaned days before got ripped apart and I hadn't gotten back to it. This is his drawer. You can tell by all the little tiny nuts, bolts, screws, pins, rubber bands, everything. And I purchased these great drawer organizers on Amazon, and I will link them below, but they are awesome. They are just so nice for a drawer like this where you just have different odds and ends that you want in small containers. I love them. Now I am going back to under the kitchen sink. I went to the dollar store and got these baskets hoping they would work, but you can see with all of our pipes and water filters and everything, we don't have a lot of space down there, so the only baskets I got that actually work are those two little ones, and I use those for my clean kitchen towels. The gray basket is for dirty towels as we use them. And then we go into day 6. WTF happened here? I swear, I take 2 steps forward and 10 steps back on this kitchen clean out. And all this stuff, I was so overwhelmed looking at the kitchen counter, I decided, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go work on a totally opposite project, like part of the kitchen, which is this storage cabinet. Oh man, just trying to avoid other cleaning tasks. So I started working on this storage cabinet. This is just kind of an extra. We do not have a lot of kitchen cabinet space in our kitchen. So this space has really helped out. We keep all of our extra pots and pans, bakeware, crock pots, kitchen blenders, things like that stay in this cabinet. And it was kind of designed that way. I'm assuming other people that owned our house used it the same way. I love this. Now, Bill Murray's Groundhog Day lasted way less time than this. Oh, his involved way less dishes than mine, that's for sure. So we did work on those dishes, and again, as parents, you understand you're doing one thing and then you have to go clean up a mess that happened somewhere else. So I had to clean up a little water spill, and then back to the kitchen. And as I was doing the trash, I looked over and looked at where we keep our cat and dog food and art supplies, you know, things like Play-Doh, kinetic sand, paint, everything like that goes in this, under this desk area. So did get some puppy cuddles and kisses, mainly because I'm near her treats and she's really hoping to score right there. Give mom some kisses and I'll get some treats out of it. So I did have, I'm keeping a space. One of those Dollar Tree baskets came in handy to keep a bunch of loose paper that we use for drawing and coloring. It seemed like a perfect time to take a break and actually do an art project. So this is just a piece of paper that I use painter's tape to do words. So my son's name, Owen, and Love. And I used watercolors and he used finger paints, and we each painted our own. It was pretty fun. Got everything cleaned up and then went back to this art section. Now, as I was doing that, I realized this basket of art supplies wouldn't really work, so I put it with my office supplies and got rid of those sheets entirely. Now, no one will know that I'm not good at folding sheets because I just got rid of them. Really just put them in another space so I can deal with them later. But now that linen closet is an office and our art supply closet. Went back to this food storage closet where I do keep like specialty vinegars and oils and bulk items from Costco. Had to clean that out a bit. Soy sauce got lost or spilled in there. Moved my spices, got them all taken down so I could put them in another area, and decided all my cookbooks can go downstairs on a bookshelf. And then the spices are going back in an area where I can see them much better. I've noticed I have double purchased a few items because they were kind of off in a dark corner. And now I should be able to see them better. They're at my height and they're just alphabetical. They're easy to see. You can see those extra utensils got put back in that closet. Groundhog Day 999. Really, this project really felt like it was taking forever at this point. So, 100th and something load of dishes. Oh, I did find all the Halloween candy in that closet. And since I spent 2 days snacking on it, I decided it was time just to throw it away. So it got wrapped in that bag to get thrown in the garbage, yet stayed on the counter for another day. So I had ample opportunity to get all the candy I liked out of it before we threw it in the trash. And then I decided I had to work on the baking cabinet because some of the things I found in the closet were extra, like sugar that I added to containers I had sugar in. I combined so I could have less packages. Combined them, put them up in the baking cabinet, made sure everything got labeled. And then I had this basket. Things had just been kind of a catch-all basket that it was time to go through. Back to this art corner where we had some projects that were drying. Again, getting everything put into a new home so it's not sitting on that desk. Another load of dishes, but here you can see I'm quite excited. The sink is actually clear. And I gave myself a thumbs up because I was quite proud. Got the art section completely cleared off. And then moved on to making sure some dishes got put away. My towels got folded. You can see I did do another load of dishes there, just didn't film it for you. And then these towels actually go into a cleaning closet. I use my microwave as a bread box because I hate having bread and stuff thrown around the counter. And then as I put that away, I realized I didn't clean above my kitchen cabinet, so I got that cleaned. And then here is the final results. If you like this kind of content, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. I do have additional videos coming out, and I also have a full organizing playlist that you can check out. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a wonderful day and feel a little motivated to organize something in your house. Thanks for watching.